Hi, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on Monday, March 20th, and today is the vernal or spring equinox. So we started with that. Vernal. If you need trouble, if you have trouble, if you need help with a V, think about making an F because it's the same exact position. Your top teeth on your bottom lip, but with sound. Start with the F. Make sure you push enough air and have enough resistance on your bottom lip to make a V. Vernal. Vernal means spring. Vernal. And equinox. Equa. So while you're making your K with the back of your tongue high, make your lips round. Qua. Equinox. Vernal equinox. Legislature. Slay is underlined because it's a secondary stress, so it will get longer but not higher because you don't want it to be too jumpy. Legislature. Legislature. 1, 2, 3, 4. Legislature. And the same thing happens with necessary. You don't want necessary, but necessary. This secondary stress happens with words that have 4 syllables or more. So it's not going to happen with shorter words, but you'll hear the vowel, and that might make you think it's also stressed. But the primary stress, ne, is higher and longer, and ser is just longer. Necessary. If it's a verb, project, the verb, the stress is on the second syllable. Project, project. I should be holding my T because that little mark I put after the T means hold your tongue in that position without releasing it. Project. And if it's a noun, project, project. If it's the noun but it's the equipment, projector. It's the thing that does the action. Projector. And I should put a little mark by this K because you don't say this K either. Your tongue goes to the K position. Projector. Manager. These are good J practices. So if you need practice with J, remember for a good J, you have to completely block the airflow. J. Oh, here. J. If I say projector, I'm making a Y. My tongue is getting very close to the top of my mouth. Yeah. But if I say j, my tongue touches, it presses against the top of my mouth. It stops all the airflow behind it. It builds up pressure, and then you release it with the explosion of air. Projector. Manager. Manager. Same thing. Manager. Equestrian. You can say or I or even equestrian. That's very perfect, but it's not stressed, so it's more likely it will be I or equestrian. Equestrian. Oh, I didn't put these together. Project manager. Sync, whether it's spelled this way with the YNC, which means at the same time, or sink, like the kitchen sink, sound exactly the same. Sing. But I put that little mark there to remind you that you don't release the K. Sink. You hold it there. Sink. So if there was a consonant after it, you're not going to hear it. I need to sync my clock. And if there's a vowel after it, you will hear it because you'll release the K. Let's sync up. Let's sync up our schedules. And then we came into a synapse section. Synapse. Synapse. If it's an adjective, synaptic. Synaptic. If it's a singular noun, for this, synthesis. This is the same spelling as analysis with the SIS. If it's the plural, it's going to be SES. Syntheses, the same as plural analyses. Synthesis, singular. Syntheses, plural. And the verb, synthesize. This can be very tricky because there's S, TH, and S. So behind the teeth for the S, synth, and out for the TH, and then back for the S. Synthesize. Try it slow if you have trouble moving between those sounds. Scene, whether you spell it like seen in a movie, seen in a play, or past tense, I have seen that. It sounds the same. Seen. And the tongue is very high. E. And the next one, sin, the tongue is lower. Seen, sin. So it's the middle of the tongue that kind of relaxes. 17, seen. 18, sin. And this is here because it's a sin. It and sin have the same vowel. So it might help you find the position if you say it first. It's a sin. Also, the word sit and the word spin have the same, excuse me, I feel like a sneeze, but it's not coming out. Okay, sneeze averted. um, have the same I vowel. So it might help you to say another word that has that same vowel to help you say the word that you have trouble with. Sit, even though it's a T, is going to the same exact position as the in. Sing, now the back of the tongue is going very high and touching the back of the mouth. Sing. So it will sound like 17, but in context you would know. Constituent, constituent. Kind. Excuse me. The D has that little mark because you won't release the D. You'll just hold your tongue in the D position. So if it's the end of the sentence, you're very kind. You don't hear it. If there's a vowel after it, how kind of you. You will hear it, kind of. And when we say kind of as a unit, like it's kind of chilly out tonight, it's kind of windy, we wouldn't say the of with the V. You just say the It's kind of chilly, kind of windy. That's kind of cool. Shamrock. Sham, you have to open and keep your lips back. Sham. And rock, you have to open and keep your lips straight. So it's a lot of movement. Shamrock. Jealous, another good j practice. Jealous. And wine with a H and wine without the H sound exactly the same. Wine, this wine is when somebody makes their words very stretchy. Oh, come on, let's go. That's whining. So as kids, we often hear no whining. And as adults, more wine. So let me go through these again without talking. So vernal, equinox, vernal equinox, legislature, necessary, project, project, projector, manager, project manager, equestrian, sink, synapse, synaptic, synthesis, syntheses, synthesize, seen, sin, sing, constituent, kind, shamrock, jealous, wine. I don't always remember to do that, but I'm trying to get better. I should make a note to have a visual reminder. But thank you. If you were here, it was so nice practicing with you. And if you weren't, I hope you can join us sometime. But I also hope the videos are very helpful for wherever you are to practice anytime. Thanks, and I'll see you tomorrow.